We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come off a disappointment last time out. They put an end to their minus 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've been playing well, really well. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mayfield down. It's caught by Mike Evans. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They will run for the first time here with White. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Baker going to give it to Irving. Shoves him away. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Irving will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And that one really pushes him back, a loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. To throw, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Another run by Bigsby.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Here's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And the Rams sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. The winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes... We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Yaya Diaby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Buccaneers offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll... Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Now Mayfield. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A run up the middle with Irving. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Godwin, the motion man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's Stafford. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Stafford. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Buccaneers.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Bigsby going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Matthew Stafford scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Stafford now to throw.
Now this thrown deep for Kraft.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. That's returnable now for Smith.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a touchdown apiece. That's what
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November.
To throw is Stafford.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
A run here with Bigsby. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. That one downfield for Dotson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up the 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. On the carry, Bigsby. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Fires quickly to White. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Once again, it's Irving. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Stafford. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Down the right sideline.